What is up, Lord of the Rings fam? Today we have something a little bit different. It will be a story to update you on our season so far. I have been sick, so I haven't really been active anywhere. So big shout out to Bolg, who is the creator of this story. So I will just narrate it and show you pictures as we go along. All right, let's get started. So it has begun. On November 21st, 2023, a detachment of fencers carried out an operation to capture the pass, but the enemy managed to intercept it, which literally saved them from losing key positions. For 2 days, the battle at the crossing in the Undeeps have not subsided. The brave warriors, ilil, being in the minority, continue to hold back the onslaught of the enemy and do not concede in anything. At this time, NUDZ, aka NUDZ, are attempting to siege Mad Ortog, but they met with serious difficulties, got stuck in a 2-day battle in an open field. The outcome of the battle is still unknown. Sela is coming to the center of the map, but there are no counter-actions from the kingdom of Yahomis. Have they entered into a secret alliance? We'll see. Hold positions. 23rd of November, 12:30 UTC, HomeDeclared Wall. All day long, the expectation of bloodshed reigned over the pass. At 18 hours UTC, Home and Yadu armies launched an attack. They were greeted by a chest of warriors. The enemy attacked in waves for several hours. The number of corpses on the barricades was countless. At 21:30 UTC, the battle finally goes down and the enemy retreated without breaking the fences. This day was a victory for the fencers in the first major battle of this server, but there was no feast or celebration. Everyone realized this was just the beginning of the war. Operation Shock and Awe. Yesterday, the kingdom of ilil NUDZ performed the most beautiful and competent maneuver that I've ever seen. The name of the operation, Shock and Awe. All day, about 250 armies gathered in the fort at a distance from the enemy, so they couldn't predict our attack. At 17 hours UTC, together with NUDZ, about 150 armies made a false attack on the eastern front in order to focus all the enemy's attention there. At 1958 hours UTC, 250 armies moved into position. At this moment, the enemy realized what a mistake they made when they thought that the spirit of fences and NUDZ had fallen because of the mega alliance against us. At 20 hours UTC, the attack begins. Wave after wave, tens of thousands of warriors penetrate the enemy positions. The pass is captured. Legions of people and orcs rush to destroy enemy positions. We take this strategically important point, but this is only the beginning of our journey. There are still many battles ahead of us. Operation Enduring Freedom. 10 hours UTC, the beginning of a massive offense by the ilil armies against enemy positions. 11 hours UTC, hordes of fencers broke through the enemy's defense and began to destroy them. The clanking of swords, shields and armor, rivers of blood and the entire fertile area. After 2 hours of advancing, the army of fencers reached a narrow pass where they set up camp and took up defensive positions. It was necessary to count the losses, restore strength and send the wounded to the hospital. All the enemy forces of Yadu and Home gathered there. The fencers alone resisted the superior numbers of the enemy and stood in the gorge like 300 Spartans. This made it possible for NUDZ to capture a strategically important area, Mad Ortog, without a fight at 10 hours UTC. Latest news. The pass from the previous parts, which was held by armies of fencers and NUDZ, was lost with the arrival of the Second Kingdom Sun. All the forces of our kingdom agreed with the kingdom of John to unite and occupy their territories. The ilil NUDZ army tried to capture Greater Rune. However, Yahomis used the former John soldiers to pass through the secret caves and stab our forces in the back. The attack was contained, but the price was high. We lost positions in the offensive and lost several brothers. The battle again moved to the crossing, where every time the forces of both sides took the initiative into their hands. The battle has been going on for 3 days. We've set a death record on the server with no breaks, no eating, no sleeping, no drinking. Standing by the Great Ruined River. On December 2nd at 8 hours UTC, the army of ilil NUDZ began a massive offensive against enemy positions. We managed to break through the crossing and begin to destroy their forts. The battle lasted all day, but didn't bring any significant results. By evening, our armies were pushed back to our side of the river, the infirmaries were full and the warriors' stamina was running low. The night was quiet. On December 3rd, 18 hours UTC, the armies of the Kingdom of Yahomies attempted to destroy the forces of ilil NUDZ in Kinland. The siege of the crossing lasted 3 hours, however this didn't bring success. Having captured the crossing at 21 hours UTC, an hour later they were forced to hold down the defensive against the counter-attacking armies of ilil NUDZ. December 4th and 5th, night raids. While the main forces were sleeping and only small garrisons were guarding the crossing, but in the morning and in the middle of the day, we managed to stabilize the situation. The War on Salah, Part 1. Events over the last 10 days. Yardo and Home, unable to break through the crossings, decided to bypass our troops from the rear and took advantage of a long-forgotten path. In this way, they bypassed and captured the Kinland. We were ready to be destroyed in Kinland, so we prepared positions in Carindor in advance and sent all our forces there. We pushed Salah beyond the pass and entered into a positional war that lasted several days. Without achieving success, our strategists again gave birth to a great idea. And we took Barad-dûr, Cirithungul, Minas Morgul and the Black Gate. So ilil holds positions in Mordor. NUDZ continued to stand at the crossing. After Minas Morgul, our forces headed toward Osgiliath and everything seemed to be fine. However, on the morning of the very day, Osgiliath would fall. Salah activates the ring and blocks reinforcements. We are forced to retreat. Make sure you follow NetEase's official link to get discounts on gems, Mathams and Season Pass. By using my link, not only will you be getting a discount, but you'll be supporting me as well. The best way is to save the link or bookmark it, so anytime you purchase, it is done through that link. It's in the description, so get on that. Thanks guys. The War on Salah Part 2. With the help of the power of the Salah Ring, we managed to push our troops back beyond Minas Morgul. We were forced to retreat. The Fence forces made a change up front. Due to the effect of the ring in the Ithilien region, we couldn't continue there. We decided to strike at the Black Gate and at the Dead Marshes and take control of them. The operations were completely successful. A day later, we again launched a massive offense from the side of Minas Morgul and our allies NUDZ from the side of Carindor. After a day of heavy battle, we still managed to capture South Ithilien and Osgiliath. Salah lost this battle, but there was no time for a feast. Legions of Yahomies invaded from the north of the Dead Marshes and occupied the territories we have recently gained. Here they stood at the Black Gate, so the battle has begun. The battle now continues at the Black Gate. To be continued. Alright guys, so that was a little story that I narrated by Bolg. If you like that, give us a like, give us a subscribe. More videos will be coming and more often now. Thanks guys.